Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're well. My name is Harry and this is Learn English with British Harry. So AI is developing at such a fast rate. Sometimes it's difficult to keep up with the new developments. Now, what do you think about AI? I think it's, on one hand, it's such a useful tool. On the other hand, it is a little bit scary to think about what will happen in the future. So I want to go through some important vocabulary and then have an open chat about AI in general. So let me bring this up here. I'm going to shift myself over here. Now we have AI. So AI, artificial intelligence. So it's the ability of machines to mimic human intelligence. What does mimic mean? Mimic means to copy. I don't know about you, but I love to watch wildlife documentaries, and I've seen some amazing documentaries where they show birds that are able to mimic the sounds of other animals. So when you mimic something, you copy something else. So AI can recognize faces and respond to voice commands. So it can mimic. So you can have AI that has very realistic voices. It can mimic someone's appearance. And in the future, you'd be able to have an AI version of yourself. Machine learning. So this is a type of AI where machines learn from data without being explicitly programmed. So when we say explicitly, we are not giving the AI certain instructions. They're able to learn information, they're able to train other AIs without our input. Now, this is fascinating because it means that it's more convenient for us, but it's also a little bit scary because we are not giving that AI instructions on what to do. It's becoming autonomous. It can start to learn and train itself. Spotify uses machine learning to suggest new songs. So we've seen this in terms of also Netflix, so they can recommend programs that you may like based on your viewing habits. An algorithm. This is a step-by-step set of rules used by computers to solve a problem. Google's search engine runs on complex algorithms. So understanding algorithms is going to be very important for the future. It already is. There are so many jobs available now and in the future. So if you know a programming language, something like Python, for example, it can help you to create these algorithms. Data. Well, what is data? So data is information used to train or feed AI systems. It's quite interesting when you see this word feed. I imagine just feeding the computer with a spoon of food. The more data an AI has, the more accurate it can be. Neural network. A neural network is a computer system modeled after the human brain, and it's used in deep learning. Neural networks help AI understand speech and images. And that's quite fascinating because our human brain is so amazing. And I'm not sure if you've heard about the word plasticity. So plasticity means the ability for the brain to change its shape. So if you are learning something, for example, learning English, the shape of your brain, the neurons in your brain start to change, start to become stronger. So scientists are using this as a model to start to train computers. Now we have some common AI terms. Automation. You will start to hear this word all the time. So automation is the use of technology to perform tasks without human help. A lot of businesses like to use automation because they can save money. It saves them time. In terms of automation, you can say AI is transforming jobs through automation. Now, we can apply this outside of AI as well. If we think about when you are making a car, you have automation. So you have a huge factory where you have an assembly line of different machines. So they are putting the pieces of the car together, and this is all automated. If humans had to do this, it would take far too long and there would be less cars in the world. A chatbot. This is a program that simulates human conversation. The website's chatbot answered my questions in seconds. So have you had experience of using a chatbot? Sometimes it can be beneficial, but overall, I prefer to speak to a real human being. Even if they give me the same information, I think it's just a feeling of personal connection, because when you're speaking to a chatbot, it feels very impersonal. Natural language processing, or NLP. This is the AI's ability to understand and produce human language. NLP helps voice assistants understand your commands. So I think that's one of the biggest improvements or innovations in AI is the use of voice. I remember back in the day using software programs to try and dictate my voice into text, and it was very cumbersome, it was very slow. But even things like using Google Docs and dictating my notes into text is very easy. And just hearing the different type of AI voices with ChatGPT, for example, I think is amazing. Training data. This is the examples used to teach an AI model. Bad training data can lead to biased AI decisions. So this is something we will discuss in a bit. You have bias when an AI system produces unfair or unbalanced outcomes due to flawed data. We must be careful about bias in AI models. Definitely, because it's really important to know where the AI collected its data from. Advanced or emerging terms. So we have generative AI. This is AI that can create new content, text, images, or music. So ChatGPT is an example of generative AI. So when you're searching for something, or you want to create something rather, it can create this for you. A prompt. You will also be hearing this word all the time if you haven't already. A prompt is the instruction or input given to an AI system to get a response. She typed a detailed prompt into the AI to get better results. So for me, I just think about a prompt is just a description. So you write a description of what information you want or the end product that you want, and you just write that description. So this new fancy word is prompt. So the better you are at writing prompts, the better the AI can give you what you are looking for. So if you want a picture of a cat, rather than saying, give me a picture of a cat, you can be more detailed. Give me a picture of a British short-hair cat with brown eyes and eating cereal, for example. Ethics. These are moral questions about how AI is developed and used. Ethics in AI is becoming more important as the technology spreads. And this is also going to be very important about how do we use AI and the ethics around AI. Singularity. This is a hypothetical future point when AI surpasses human intelligence. Some fear the singularity, others see it as progress. So that's some important AI vocabulary there. So let me know, what do you use AI for at the moment? And what do you think about the ethical implications of AI? I think that it's going to become part of our everyday vocabulary, especially words like prompts and generative AI. I think the new generation of people growing up today, the children growing up today, AI is going to be part of their lives, just as things like the internet was part of people's lives growing up. So it's quite exciting, I think. Also, it's a little bit worrying, I think, in terms of my personal view. So for content creators, I think being able to use AI instead of a real human is quite worrying. And even if people do know it's AI, will people really care? So it's quite interesting to think about what will happen in the future. I have created a fantastic free ebook for you. It will help you to start improving your English very quickly. If you would like this free ebook, write the word yes in the comments below and I will send you the link. To keep improving your English, watch this video next and I will see you in the next lesson. Thank you and bye-bye.